George with me. She is the director of Magnet program. Let us hear from her on this Nurses Week celebration time. So, more about Magnet program and what she's doing. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So, actually, you are a nurse and now you are a Magnet program director. So, can you explain how we reach in this position?
First and foremost, thank you very much, Jaya, for having me here and for this opportunity to talk about one of my most favorite program, Magnet program. It's been a long journey, but a journey which I never thought I'll be in a position like this. But I was very proud of working in a Magnet hospital. Magnet standard means you got the best nursing care and the best patient care. In short, it is called nursing excellence and clinical excellence. So, Magnet is considered as the award given for the best care that you can get for as a patient, the best environment you can work as a nurse. It is also called the gold standard for nursing excellence. So for me, I started as a clinical nurse and I was very happy to work as a NICU nurse, neonatal intensive care unit nurse, but I was very involved with the Magnet program. Magnet champion, I kind of like grew to the highest level in the clinical ladder system as a level 6 nurse and was enjoying the benefits of working in a Magnet and very enthusiastic, all those benefits that you can get from your hospital support. When the previous person retired, this opportunity came to me as considered as you'll be a great candidate for this role, which I never thought that, oh my God, in my mind, it's a lot of responsibility. But I thought, why not try it? If someone is believing in me, why not try it? I can always learn. I'm a learner. And I knew that with the support of a great team and great leaders, that I'm never alone. It's a teamwork, right? And I can learn. And that's how I got into this role as a Magnet program director for a big hospital, at the same time as a clinical excellence program manager for a large healthcare system in the corporate. So it's a dual role that I have now.
Okay. So, how many hospital in the US has got this Magnet recognition?
Magnet is a highly coveted nursing designation. As I mentioned, the gold standard, only 8% of the hospitals in the US are at this time Magnet hospital. It's not easy to get the Magnet accreditation. Lot of work goes behind it, lot of standards of excellence that you need to maintain to get your Magnet accreditation.
Yeah. So that means being a director, there is a lot of responsibilities.
As a Magnet program director, it's a lot of responsibilities. You have to constantly maintain that nursing excellence and those standards that you're meeting. Those standards, it includes professional development, include professional excellence, clinical excellence, the outperformance of clinical outcomes, that your patients' care outcomes are to be at par. The nurse's satisfaction is very important. Then patient satisfaction is very important. There are many elements to meet. At the same time, some of the pillars of Magnet is transformational leadership, then structural empowerment, and empirical outcomes. All this is going to lead at the same time new knowledge and innovation, that nurses are constantly involved in evidence-based practice and research to lead to this clinical excellence, that excellence for nurses as well as for the patients.
Okay, good to know that. Anyway, there is a more to talk about Magnet, but to be recognized Magnet is not an easy task, and too proud to work in a Magnet recognition hospital. Yeah, I used to work too. Yes, yeah, we used to work together, and I got an opportunity. We both work in the evidence based practice, and she was in the leadership role, so I know her qualification. But what background helped you to reach up to here?
So, Magnet program director's role is very unique. It's not for everybody. As such, nursing is not for everybody. I truly believe every nurse is a leader. So, you are an advocate. You have to have some basic, degree and knowledge and license to practice as a nurse. For Magnet program director, you have to have an extensive knowledge about the healthcare system and the standards and what Magnet means. At the same time, people management skills. You have to be a learner. You have to be the cheerleader, is what I say, that you have to love what you do because it's a very self-driven. Excellence cannot be measured. You have to maintain that nursing excellence. You have to maintain that culture of excellence. So constantly being that positive and a cheerleader to ensure that all those set standards and expectations are met, along with what the nurses, they are doing in their regular work, right? So a lot of things goes behind the scene until as you're self-driven, motivated, and ready to work hard, and also ready to learn. You have to always think ahead and prepare ahead and to keep up what's happening in the healthcare. So very progressive and to be a learner are some of the very important things. Then coordination skills, then soft skills of dealing with different kind of people, from executive leaders to the frontline staff. At their level you have to meet different kind of standards. So as a planner, as an organizer, as a teacher, leading celebration, there's a lot of things that goes into this magnet program.
And you got the DNP program.
Yes, down the road, I took my doctoral degree in nurse executive leadership. In my organization, and most of the organizations for an MPD, they prefer doctoral prepared nurses for this, because it requires that kind of a vigorous scholarly pursuits as well as scholarly standards to maintain magnet or to understand. Or it's not only about the writing these standards, it's also about maintaining those. So what you have to have a lot of evidence-based, research-based. So until as you yourself are involved in those kind of an educational background, you will not know, right? So that is why it is preferred doctoral, and my organization was supporting for higher education, and I am a learner. As a result, I went and pursued my doctoral degree.
Okay. So rather than the magnet director, what else you do?
I love doing a lot of things, especially what I learn, I love to share. So sharing the best practices, learning the best practices to bring to my organization, what's happening. So for that, your organization has got only so much you can do, right? Or your jurisdiction of work is so much. So one of the requirement of the magnet is that nurses are involved beyond their organization in the community, as well as you are involved in the professional organization. So I'm very involved in the professional organization, the community where I serve too. So in the professional organization, I'm part of the Sigma. Sigma is an international honor society for nurses. Either you have to be a leader or an honor student to be part of that. And when I was doing my DNPs, how I got enrolled in Sigma, got that invitation to be part of it. And I grew there now I'm a chapter president, at the same time Region 7 International coordinator. And we have a global leadership mentoring community where I started as a mentee and then a mentor, and now serving the role as a global leadership mentoring community coordinator. So I get to work and learn from such amazing world-class leaders all around the world. And right now we are mentoring 50 nurses across the world for mentoring. Then in the community, I'm part of a board member as a Hendricks Scholarship Foundation. Again, education is very important for me. So supporting the underprivileged student for their college or a professional education. So as a coach, as a mentor, as well as a board member, I've served there. Then other program that I have, I always want to learn and share what I've learned here in this country to my Indian nurses, because that's where my Indian fraternity, that's where I did my nursing school. So the evidence-based practice fellowship is one of the things that I did. So in collaboration with Johns Hopkins Nursing Evidence-Based Practice, we have an academy. We got two nurses from India and two nurses, all are doctorally prepared nurses. So 4 of us have started an academy to train nurses in India as evidence-based practice fellowship. So we do 12 to 16 fellows a year, and we are into that program now 5th year.
Okay, yeah, it's a long journey, and you are doing a lot to the community, not only here in America and back home in India too. Anyway, so proud. I'm so proud of you. So you have anything to say to the coming generation who is trying to get into nursing or who is in the nursing field?
Definitely. I would say that, get into nursing, that means you love people, right? Or you love taking care of others. That caring nature is the essence of our profession. So if you are looking into nursing, that is a key thing. I would highly say do what you love. Nursing is not for everybody, but when you are in nursing, love what you do, learn what you can do better to make your job much better. So there's so much learning opportunities out there, and then live your life to the fullest, because ultimately you have only one life. So that's what I feel like, very fulfilled and living a meaningful life, because nursing, was initially like a meaning, means for living,
Yeah,
and now
yeah,
it became my
yeah.
meaning for living. That's
Yeah.
what I feel
Oh my
like.
God, I love that. Yes. Mhm. Yeah, even when I say also yes, that is true because we all need a job to live. But eventually, when you love that job, then when we look forward, because as I said, I always say I work in the hospital and the clinic. So when I go to the hospital, I enjoy going there. When I go to the clinic, that is another enjoyment. So me also, like when as years pass, if you love what you do, that is going to be the meaning of your life. And I love that. And yes, that is for us, for we are giving the coming generation to whatever you are doing, love it. That is going to be the meaning of your life. And it's no one like nursing is a profession with a call. It's not like you are not just in that profession, but even when you are, maybe you are not good, or you don't like to take care of the patient the whole of your life, direct patient care advance,
Yes.
because can be a leader, there is a different
So
opportunities.
many. Nursing is so versatile. It's one of the most versatile profession. You can be an educator, you can be an administrator, a leader, a program, a director or a manager, or in a quality. You can go into the quality field. You can become a nurse practitioner like yourself, or if you want to take care of the patients in that way as a provider, then you can also go into research. You name it, even in nursing informatics, then
Yeah.
that is a upcoming field. A lot of nurses are going into informatics if you love
And there is
nurse
aesthetic, nurse
anesthetist, yes.
anesthetic and aesthetic, like you want to become more beautiful.
Estheticians, yes,
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 there is a lot of much more it come. So why can't to try come to the nursing field and enjoy it if there is a call. Okay,
yes,
anyway, happy nurses day for everybody, and all the best.
yes. Thank you so much, and wish you all a happy nurses week, happy nurses month, and enjoy to your fullest.
Okay, thank you very much, thank you for this opportunity.